As you can see, guys, look, an upgrade in the radio strategy must be willing to prosper. Oh, sorry, John. Be with you guys in a second, okay? Back to radio financials later. Rugby League Week calls. G'day, guys. Welcome to Rugby League Week questions with MG this week. Our first question for the week comes from a gentleman called Ross Clinton. Ross says this: MG, would you consider coaching the Blues if offered? Who is your pick for the job? I would love to see Sterlo have a go. Yeah, it's not bad. What are your thoughts on that, and what are the chances of Sterlo winning the job? Okay, first things first. Would I consider being the Blues coach? Mate, of course. Why wouldn't you? But I'm about 1,000 to 1. Sterlo, yeah, great choice. I think the logical choice. I think if not Gus Gould, Sterlo, but I might have a roughie in a bloke who coached me at international level, who has a really good aura about him, and he seems to have a lot to do with the game still today, even though he's on in a bit in years, but he's still got a great footy brain. That'd be Bob Fulton. I think Bob Fulton with maybe a Brad Fittler and Laurie Daly under him as the second tier could work. Anyway, we'll find out. David Hancock writes, with Stephen Kearney now out of the spotlight, how do you think Steve Price from the Dragons is going? To be blunt, I think he's going quite ordinary. I think he, you can only coach what you've been given as a team, but he's got some pretty quality players in that team, and even though Wayne Bennett's moved on and a couple of other players moved on, I found the recent treatment of Jamie Soward to be quite ordinary. If he has got a difference of opinion with Soward, well, it's his problem, not Soward's. And I think he should have played this back spasm excuse just didn't wash over. He played, and we found out that Soward didn't really have an injury, and he's just been dropped. If Soward's not the best 13 players at St George, well, I'll give it away. He certainly is. Steve Price, I think it's a learning year for him, and he'll gain a lot out of being under the pump every week. He'll be a better man for it, I'm sure. Tim Andrew Jarrett, good name, brother. I like the three names. MG, just finished your book that you wrote from the 90s called Rugby League Rebel. Good book, a lot of pictures. Any plans of doing a volume 2, maybe the Perth years, Super League, retirement and beyond? And he's even given me a name with it, which I could call my second book. It's called, you could call volume 2 Respectable. Rebel to Respectable. Well, that's nice, Tim Andrew Jarrett. I really appreciate that, mate. But if I wrote another book, it'd be warts and all, boots and all, and I'd name names. And unfortunately, my kids aren't old enough for me to do that yet. So maybe once my kids are older and married with their own kids, I'll write a book when I'm around 65, 70 years of age and just unload on everybody. How good would that be? Look out. And finally, Christopher Gooder. If Chris Sandow couldn't perform under Carney's structure, do you think he'll struggle or fold again with Ricky Stewart's structure? I think he'll grow under Ricky Stewart, and we've already seen Chris Sandow in the last few weeks since the announcement of Ricky Stewart's been made go a little bit, lift a little bit. Ricky Stewart being a halfback, one of the game's best ever halfbacks, if he doesn't make Chris Sandow play better, well, he's not doing his job. And I'm pretty sure he's there to do a job, and I'm pretty sure Chris Sandow will be a lot better player under Ricky Stewart's regime. As always, love getting your questions. Make sure you log on to the Facebook on Rugby League Week to submit your question to me. Until next week, have a great one. Bye-bye.